This is Session 11 on politics.
We don't want to see cuts. We don't want to see teacher layoffs. We don't want to see school closures.
This Texas PTA rally says it all: a multi-billion-dollar revenue shortfall, spiraling property taxes, and disappearing federal funds. A statewide education emergency means school districts are making major budget cuts, putting teacher jobs at risk. Good morning, I'm Robert Hadlock. Thanks for joining us here for Session 11. This morning we have a special report from KXAN education reporter Aaron Cargile. But first, our political reporter Josh Hinkle is here live to show you how you can interact with us here on Session 11. Josh?
Exactly. It's very easy to become a part of our program this morning. Let me show you. Just log on to KXAN.com, and while you're there, click on the On Politics tab at the top, and you'll go straight to our special political site where you can check out all of our latest political coverage. And click on the box at the top of the page to start chatting with us. Right there, our On Politics panel will field your questions later in the program. And right now, Aaron Cargile is here with a special report on the education emergency state lawmakers must battle this session. Aaron?
Well, Robert told you about the drastic problems public schools now face, but the budget woes cut into higher education, too. In the grand scheme of things, they don't seem to be getting hit as hard, but community college students are trying to make sure they don't suffer further.
Community college students from across the state packed the Capitol Rotunda, trying to get warm Wednesday.
It's like, what, 10 degrees outside, and I've never been outside in this weather this cold before.
Rallying on the steps of the state capitol probably sounded a little more glamorous in the planning stages.
I have like 5 layers on and I'm still cold, so hopefully we can get this done.
But their message to lawmakers didn't change.
We're just fighting for more money, just let them know how important education is.
Many worry the 7% cuts to state funding could mean less financial aid.
I mean, not everybody can afford college these days, and by taking it away like that, you know, we're going to lose educators and we're going to lose students that are going to be enrolled in our colleges.
They should be able to have a proper education, too, without having to try to break the bank to afford it.
We get it.
Republican Representative Dan Branch, the House Higher Education Committee chair, tried to ease their minds.
Well, we cannot forget our community college systems, and most of all, we cannot forget the future leaders in our community colleges.
Which 800,000 students currently attend statewide on 80 different campuses. It's the second largest community college system next to California. Now the budget crunch has numerous schools talking about layoffs and tuition hikes.
We're going to try and get book prices down. We're going to try and hold the line on tuition.
And higher ed cuts could trickle down to high school students as well. There's talk of raising the cost of dual credit courses, too, that count toward high school and college graduation. Robert?
Thanks, Aaron. Well, looking into the week ahead at the state capitol, higher and public education will be front and center in the Senate. The Senate Finance Committee will begin taking public testimony on money concerns for Texas schools. Also in the Senate, the full chamber is able to take up an eminent domain bill now, as it would pass through the committee last week. This is one of the governor's emergency items. In the House, the Travis County District 48 election contest hearing is expected to wrap up tomorrow with final witnesses and closing arguments. A special House committee and potentially the full House must still consider that matter. And the full list of regular House committees could be out by the end of the week. Speaker Joe Straus is now making final touches to his selections. New online at KXAN.com, our On Politics poll. Do you think Texas lawmakers should dip into the rainy day fund to pay for education? Go to our On Politics poll at the KXAN.com homepage and let us know your thoughts. And we'll see what you have to say later in the program. Up next, we go one-on-one live with our newsmaker of the week, current chair of the House Public Education Committee, Representative Rob Eisler, when Session 11 returns.